That's gotta... Okay, I feel like enough people are here. I am going to go over... Yes, Dallas. I'm going to go over... a lot of people have been asking me how OD and G.O.A.T were written. And I'm going to go over how I made those two riffs. Because it's an interesting process and it's cool. So, that's gotta... Alright, so... For OD was like the first thing ever written for this record, and it actually started as an idea way back in the day, and it was because I heard this song by Kanye called Champions, and it fucking kicks ass, so this is that song. So I really loved that chord progression, and so I MIDI'd it out, and this is that chord progression. And so then I wrote a beat to it, and I started with this program called, I guess it's really a contact instrument called Exhale, and it's pretty cool because there's lots of vocal samples on it. So I basically took this vocal sample and just spliced it up to match this shit. And then I added the beat to it, which sounds like this. So then I started trying to write guitars to this, and I was just like, fuck, there's really not a lot of shit to do. And so I was like, I need to give it like more color in the chords, because it's pretty pentatonic, and there's really not a whole lot I could do other than just mimic the vocals, which sounded fucking dumb on guitar. And I wanted something that was like fairly chordy and, you know, like arpeggiated. So I switched up the chords to this, and it's pretty much just making the chords like melodic minor and giving it a little bit more of like a going somewhere with the progression. So these are the chords now. Sorry, let me solo that. So yeah, so then once I had that, this is what it sounds like with the beat. I'm going to mute the vocals and the other chords. Just throw it on here. Actually, here we go. So then I was just like, okay, like, now let's see what this sounds like arpeggiated. So I threw it, I pretty much just threw an arpeggiator on, and it sounded like... So then I was just like, alright, that sounds like kind of stupid on a synth, and like just going up and down the scaled arpeggio is not something I ever want to do, because I think that's mad fucking corny. So then I pretty much just like broke up the arpeggio to be like, and just, you know, did a bunch of octaves and shit to keep it interesting. And then hence, you know, OD came along and ended up sounding like this. So this was the final product with the guitar on it. So yeah, I'm pinning this comment real quick. Actually, how do I fucking pin a comment? There it is. Okay, so yeah, that's how I did OD. And then we sent OD to a million different fucking producers, and got a million different beats back, and then ended up going with the Y2K and Judge version, and then, you know, went in from there. So that's the story of OD, and now I'm going to go over G.O.A.T. So let's see how that started. So originally, so what I do sometimes in my free time is I remake beats just to get better at production. And one of the ones that I really liked, it's essentially like covering a song, you know, like like if you play guitar, if you cover like a song, you learn how to play the song and then you get better at guitar. So one of the songs that I really liked was, what the fuck is this song called? I'm brain farting here. I can't even remember what the fuck it was called. It's by Jaden Smith. And I'm just gonna have to look it up because I can't fucking remember. But in this song by Jaden Smith, this record is fucking sick, by the way. You guys should definitely check it out. I don't know why this is coming up like that. It's dumb as hell. Sire. Okay, so this was the song. If I could just... Jesus Christ. Here it is. Okay, so Breakfast is actually what it was called. So here's the beat. And I just like remade this beat. So I'm going to show the original and the beat that I did. So actually the original's not here. But anyway, so here's the beat. So from those bells, I was just like, damn, those bells are hard as fuck. So I took those bells and I threw it into a different tempo and added root notes to it, and then ended up with the G.O.A.T bells. So I'm going to pull that up. And originally the project was called Zan Man, you know, because why not? So this was the original project. And hopefully the shit's here, so yeah. So that was the original thing from the other song, and then I added the root notes. So that was the melody, and I was just like, damn, that fucking shit is so fire. I should write guitars. And I did this at like 3 a.m. and I was in bed with my laptop, and I was just like, all right, I'm getting the fuck out of bed and going to write guitars to this. So I started with just the basic bam, 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 bam on guitar, and I was just like, that's cool, but it's like not cool enough. So then I like moved... I basically just chorded the fuck out of it and ended up with the G.O.A.T riff and then flexed on certain parts. So you can see here, right there is the bam, bam, bam. And triplets make everything fucking harder. And I just pretty much flexed on certain parts and then added like, you know, cool like... drop pitch thingies. But anyways, so that was how that riff was made. And then once I got to the second half of the riff, so yeah, I like copy pasted it wrong, because, you know, it pretty much doubles itself, but I copy pasted it wrong into the wrong spot. So it should have actually landed right here, but it landed, you know, half a measure before what it was supposed to. And it actually like was a wonderful accident because it ended up starting before the downbeat. And I was like, wow, that's hard as fuck. So I kept it like that. And then restarted it right here where it should have went. And that's just, you know, pretty much my go-to formula for writing riffs is like flex really hard on the third time. And then on the fourth time, it's just very simple and easy. So anyways, this was the original beat for G.O.A.T. But yeah, so it was actually kind of bad, and it's like way slower and doesn't like groove nearly as hard, and it clips like shit because I'm a terrible fucking producer. But you know, that was how it started, and that's essentially how G.O.A.T started. So and then I just saw someone asked to go over the tone for G.O.A.T, and I'm gonna try, but I can't open Axe Edit because my shit's retarded. So I'm gonna go into the preset here. It is literally Boutique 1, and I'm pretty sure that's like 41 on most other Axe Effects. But for some reason it's 33 on mine. There is nothing different about this tone at all from the preset. It's literally the stock fucking preset from Fractal that comes loaded onto the Axe Effects. The only thing that I did differently on the final version